Okay, good morning. Let's all take a comfortable seat. You can feel the grounding of your sitting bones, your spine rising, head floating above the spine, and especially your breath, expanding and contracting. Just coming inside to notice your breath. Bring your hands in front of your heart, and we'll begin with the sound of Om. Inhale. Bow your head to your heart and lift your eyes. And let's start with some nice juicy shoulder rolls. Inhale up, exhale the shoulders down and back. Head still floating up above your spine, trying to keep it from coming forward. Moving with the breath. Up, exhale the shoulders down, then really ground through your sitting bones. Sit up tall, little string on the top of your head, like a puppet. And then exhale to one side, inhale back. Really nice, long spine, long neck. Exhale and inhale back. Gently warming up the neck. Exhale to the side, inhale back. Just lubricating all those little joints. And back to center. Let's do a side stretch. So left arm down, right arm up, root through your feet, your sitting bones, stretch up tall. Exhale to the left, breathe into your right lungs. Breathe the ribs apart. Inhale, expand. Exhale, get a little longer. Inhale back up. Just feel that side. Right arm down, left arm up. Root down, stretch open, really tall. Exhale to the right. Inhale into your left side. Expanding and contracting with your breath. Inhale back up. And we can stand up now. So we'll do our regular warm up, and then I'm going to try something just a little bit different for our standing poses. So let's see. First, Tadasana. Find your posture. Feet are totally active, big toe mound, rooting down. Behind the baby toe, we're rooting down. Inner heel rooting down. Outer heel rooting down. The arch is lifting up. The toes spread. Take your hands to your shoulders, elbows out. Inhale, open. Exhale, elbows toward each other. Inhale, rooting down and stretching open. Exhale. The stronger your legs are, the more open your upper body can be, your heart. Let's inhale, open, root down through your feet, root down through the four corners, lift the arches, lift your heart. Breathe. and release. And then let's do our Utkatasana chair pose. So the feet are parallel, hip width apart, knees are right in line with your second toe. And we're gonna exhale down, inhale up, weight in the heels, your bottom's reaching back for the chair that's not there. And then hold it down. Root through your feet, lift through your heart. Experiment with the arms. And when it starts to get too much, come up. And inhale back up. Okay. And now we can do a knee to nose pose. So if you like to do the mat, you can get down on all fours, your wrists under your shoulders and knees under your hips. Either way, get a nice long spine, head in line with your spine. It's not sagging or reaching forward. So we're gonna inhale the right leg back, exhale, knee toward the nose, and inhale, open, keeping the hips even. And then inhale, toes, right toes down. You can experiment with your balance. Left arm extends. Breathe up and down the midline. Experiment with lifting the back toes. Feel your breath, line up with your breath. And release. Okay. And then other side. Take the left foot back. Exhale, knee to nose. And inhale, open. Exhale in. Warming up big core muscles. Okay. Now we're going to hold the toes, left toes on the floor and back, lining everything up. Experiment the right arm up and possibly lift the back leg, which is a lot of work when you're standing here. Line up with your breath, hugging to the midline and extending out through all your limbs. And release. And then we'll work the side of the hips, the side of the glutes. So if you're on all fours, you're going to do fire hydrant pose, and standing we'll do this inhale the knee out, exhale back, and you keep your hips even, especially on the floor. You don't want to be drawing your hip up, so you just hold your hip steady. Hold it out for a minute. Really get tall, long in your spine. And back. And then other side. Inhale out, exhale in. Just exhale to a straight. And then inhale out, hold it out, possibly lift it. And release. Okay. So let's all come up to standing. What I wanted to experiment with was doing our sun salutations in a slightly different way. A little bit of a what they call a vinyasa flow, where you coordinate your movements with your breath and you keep going in your poses. So I'm going to do the first one on the mat and then come back to the chair because I think you all know the routine now. So standing tall in Tadasana. Inhale up. You're standing at the top of your mat. Exhale back to your heart. Inhale up. Exhale back. And inhale up. Exhale. Swan dive over. Bend your knees. Stretch. Bend your right knee. Stretch your left leg back into lunge. Take a couple of breaths here. Then step back into downward facing dog. Come forward to plank. Exhale back. Let's come forward one more time. Oh, the planks are always optional, or you can do them on your knees too. And then you bring your left foot forward. It's okay to come down on your knees and bring it forward or help it forward with your hand. You can leave the knee down for the lunge or lift it. And step forward. And inhale up. Exhale back to your heart. And inhale up. Exhale back to your heart. And inhale up. Swan dive over. Now we're going to change it. So, well, if you're on the ground, let's go back to downward facing dog. I'm going to get on the ground. Now you're going to bring your right foot forward and place your left foot for warrior two. So it's almost at a right angle, the arch intersecting with the heel. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hold it open. Couple of breaths here. Inhale. Up. Reverse warrior. Exhale. Elbow to your knee. Stretch your heart open. You can bring the arm up or over your ear. And then we step back into downward facing dog. If you're at the chair, you step back to downward facing dog two. You can inhale forward to plank. Always okay to bend your knee. Come down onto plank on your knees. Exhale back. And then bring your left foot forward, your right foot for warrior two. Inhale up. Move your knee a few times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Arms are reaching wide, shoulders on your back. And we'll hold it. A few breaths. And if you want more, take your hand down your back leg, stretch open into reverse warrior. Feet are still grounding strongly. And then over, elbow to knee, stretch open. And then come back to lunge. And let's step forward. Inhale up. Exhale back to your heart. And inhale up. Exhale back to your heart. And inhale. Exhale over. Bend the right knee, take the left foot back. Set up again for like warrior two, but we're going to come into triangle this time. Straighten your front knee. So both legs are straight, but knees aren't locked. Draw your arms out. Draw the shoulders back. Exhale, pull the hip back, stretch open to triangle pose. If that strains your shoulders, you can take your hand to your hip. Really stretch your heart open. This is extending the feet into the ground, extending out through the top of your head. And inhale back up. And let's just parallel the feet. Take the left feet out to the side. Coming back into triangle pose. Root through your feet, stretch open through your heart. Exhale over. Stretch both sides long, really extend into your feet so you can stretch open up above. And inhale back up. Let's go back into lunge, down, back to downward facing dog. And then if you're on the ground, you can do child's pose, toes together, knees apart. If you're up above, just go back into down dog for a nice long stretch. Just breathe into your back. And inhale back up. Come back into downward facing dog. And step forward. Bend the knees and inhale up. Exhale back to your heart. And inhale up. Exhale back to your heart. And let's just hold here. Root through your feet, stretch up through your heart, press your hands into each other. Close your eyes if you want and feel the results of your sun salutations. You know, warmth inside. And then release that. And let's do our tree pose. So you may want something to balance with. So root down through your feet. Take your hands to your hips, root down through your hips. Draw your belly in and up on the exhale and open up your heart. And then we're going to bring the root through your right leg. Bring your left toes to the floor, to your shin, possibly to your thigh. Feel your breath. Feel the midline of your body. Soft focus. See if you can ungrip your toes on the ground. Nice wide spread toes. And when you're ready, the knee comes forward and down. And shake that off. And we'll do the other side. So root through your left foot. Draw your heart up. Soft focal point. Toes are spread. Draw your toes to the floor, the ankle, the shin, or maybe the thigh, just not the knee. Feel your breath. Feel your balance. Or notice where you're losing your balance. It's all good and it's all learning something. And be kind to yourself. And bring the knee forward and down. Okay. And now we'll continue with our with the warrior series. So again, you can do this at the chair or on the mat. Let's inhale up, exhale over, step back into Downward facing dog. Bring the right foot forward. The left toes are out, so your hips are straight forward to the front of your mat. You're gonna, inhale with the knee bent, arms up. Exhale, straighten, arms back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And on the next one, let's hold it. Press through the entire back foot. Lift the arch. Stretch open. Draw your belly in and up to support your back. And release. And we can go back into child's pose or down dog just to stretch your back open. And step your left foot forward, right foot out to the side. Inhale. Bend the front knee. Lift the arms. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, up. Exhale, straighten. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, up. Hold it up. Really press through your back foot so that you can get a little taller in your front. Draw the hips square. Pull your left hip back, your right hip forward. Protect your back by really drawing your belly in and up. And release. And just come forward. Inhale up. Exhale over. Optional. Coming back into child's pose. You can either do child's pose or dog. Optional plank. Back. And then let's step the right foot forward, the left foot back, coming back into warrior one. Couple. And then we're going to lift off for warrior three. Hips are even. Arms, wherever it works. Definitely hold on to something. Try to keep your hips even though, that totally took me out of balance. Okay. And then come down when you're ready. And let's just step back into the other side, right foot back, left foot forward. Gonna inhale, bend the knee, lift the arms, exhale, straighten. Inhale, exhale. Inhale up, and then exhale forward to warrior three. Feeling the strength of your leg, trying to release any grip in your toes. And inhale back up. And take a breath. And let's again line up to the midline, hands in front of your heart. Press the hands into each other. Head is tall. Feel your breath. And release. Okay. So let's do a standing cobra first. You can always do this in a chair too. So line up in Tadasana. Knees, hips, bottom of the second toe, all lining up. Root through the four corners of your feet. Don't lock your knees, but really extend down through your feet. Draw up. Tailbone reaches down. Belly and ribs do not stick forward. And then you bring your elbows back You can feel, press your hip bones down so you get even more grounding and stretch your heart open. You can experiment with raising an arm and come back. And then we can do one more. Raise the other arm. So this is, everything's working. The legs are what ground you. So you send roots down through your feet, lift your arches, lots of energy in your legs, tailbone reaching down. Inhale, on the exhale, draw the belly in and up, hands to the waist, draw your elbows back, keep your ribs not jutting forward, and take all that energy and pour it into your heart. Feel it expand on the inhale, get a little taller through your head on the exhale, head's an extension of the spine, and then you can inhale the left arm up, stretch open, and come back. Okay, so if you're standing, you can do that again. If you're on the mat, we'll do locust pose. So get down on your mat, onto your belly. First, just line up again, get your shoulders up and back. Head is long, spine is long. Lift the shoulders up and back, lift your head. You're doing standing cobra if you're on the floor. You can experiment with lifting your legs. And release. You can make a pillow for your head and take your hips side to side, or just wiggle if you're standing. And then do it again. Inhale the shoulders up and back. Inhale your head and shoulders up. Lift your right leg and inhale your left arm as far forward as it wants to go without pain. And see if you can take a couple of breaths here, lining up to the midline. And release. And again, pillow for your head, take the hips side to side. And we got one more side. So get lined up, get tall, shoulders up and back. Lift your head and torso. Lift your left leg, right arm. Only doing as much of the pose as makes sense for you today. Feel your breath. And release. And let's press into downward facing dog if you're at the chair, or back into child's pose if you're on the floor. Toes together, knees apart, stretching your spine open. And then if you're on the ground, you can get on your side and then lay on your back, your knees bent. And if you're in the chair, we'll do it in the chair. So lying on the ground, your knees are bent, feet are on the ground, and your knees are absolutely square to your hips. So we don't want your knees going out or in, straight up. So first, just breathe and get tall. Then let's let's take your hands behind your right thigh. Exhale, draw your knee in. Inhale, let it go. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Let that go, line up. And then the other side, hands behind the left thigh. Exhale in, inhale out. Or you can put them in front of the knee too, if that makes more sense for you. If you're on the ground, don't try to keep your head on the ground and your neck with that nice natural curve away from the mat. Then we're gonna, keeping your knees square, we're gonna lift the right leg and place your right ankle over your left thigh. Draw your right toes apart and back. Stretch your spine open. You can stay here for a hip stretch or take your hand to your foot and your knee and just experiment with that big joint, a big hip joint, just no pain, just exploring it. And then you can draw your foot towards you, your knee away from you, not forcing it, especially want to protect your knee. You might feel a little stretch in the hip. And release. And then other side. So take your left leg up, cross your left ankle on your right thigh, draw your right toes back and apart. Stretch your spine open. Make sure your neck is not strained, that it's nice and long with that natural curve. And then, oh, I forgot. Well, anyway, we'll just do it this way today. Stretch open. And you can stay there or lift your foot and knee and just, ooh, my hip is tight today. See, find some good motion in that hip joint, not forcing anything. And maybe hold it open, spine stretching long, neck extended, face relaxed. And release. Okay. And then if you're on your back, you can draw both knees in and out. Exhale, draw your knees in. We can do one at a time while we're seated. Exhale, inhale, out. Exhale, draw the knee in. Exhale out, kind of a little belly massage. And then let's prepare for Savasana. So find your comfortable place where you can completely relax. You're on the ground, have your knees supported, a little something under your head if that's what you need for your neck to be straight. Not straight, you don't want your neck straight. You want a little natural curve away from the mat in your neck. So we get down and first, just make any final adjustments to be really comfortable. Feel the weight of your bones on the earth. Take a big inhale through your nose if you can. Open your mouth and exhale. Let's do that a couple of more times. Big inhale. Big letting go. One more. And then just settle in. Notice your breath. Make any final adjustments so that you don't have to move. We can do our prana nidra one more time today. So this is just imagining moving that breath, the prana, the breath and life force, creating some new energy pathways in your body. So first, notice your natural breath. And now bring your attention to your right foot. Imagine you're breathing energy into your right foot, up your leg, across your pelvis, exhaling down your left leg out through your left foot. Inhaling up the right foot, right leg across the pelvis, exhaling out the left side. A circle. Inhaling up the right, across the pelvis, exhaling out of the left. Couple more. Let go of that. Take a breath. And we'll reverse the direction. So bringing your attention to your left foot. Inhale through your left foot. Energy up your left leg, across the pelvis. Exhale down your right leg out through your foot. Inhale up to left. Exhale out of the right. Inhaling left foot, left leg, across the pelvis. Exhale down the right leg. Two more on your own. And let go of that practice. And then bring your attention to your right hand. Inhale through your right hand, up your right arm, across your heart, exhale down your left arm. Inhale up your right arm through the shoulder, across the heart. Exhale, left shoulder, left arm, left hand. Inhaling up the right, across the heart. Exhaling down the left. Two more. Now returning to your natural breath. You can reverse the direction. Inhale up through your left hand, your left arm, shoulder, across your heart. Exhale up down the right arm, out through the right hand. Inhale up the left, across the heart. Exhale down the right. Three more. And coming back to your regular breath. Bring your attention to the base of your spine, crown of your head. Imagine inhaling up your spine, exhaling down your spine. Inhaling up to the crown of the head, exhaling back. Following your breath up the spine to the crown of your head, exhaling back to the base. One more time. And letting go of that. Inhale through the top of your head, down to the base of your spine. Exhale back up, out the top of your head. Inhaling energy through the crown of your head, all the way down to your base. Exhaling out, up your spine, out through the crown of your head. Inhaling energy in and down. Exhaling up and out. 2 more times. And now just return to a very natural, easy breath. Let yourself be completely still. Just sensing energy in your body. You may imagine your skin, edges of your body, emanating energy. Feeling the pulse of your own breath, your own energy. Now gently start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And if you're on the ground, bend your knees and make your way to your side. Take a breath here. Letting your head be the last thing to leave the ground. Press into your hands and come up to a seated position, the ground or on a chair. Feel the weight of your sitting bones, the grounding of your body into gravity, the rise of your breath. Feel your breath. Feel the results of your practice of yoga. Draw your hands in front of your heart. We'll end with the sound of Om. Inhale. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. And have a wonderful day. Thank you.